Okay, well, everybody's favorite part of the lesson videos, which is where I go over a couple practice problems that make your load a little lighter. All right, so I'm going to go over problems 2 and 4 here, and so I'm gonna do a little predicting before I graph these. This first one here we can graph without decimals. Second one we'll use decimals, but we're gonna make a prediction about it first. All right, so for this first one, this is going to be an example of decay. So it's going to go like that, right? It's going to start out really high and then it's going to get small, right? So for my x values, we'll start with, you can actually start with -3. So go -3, -2, -1, 0, and then 1 and 2. And we'll see what we get. So remember, when you have the negative numbers as the exponent, that means it flips it, right? So you have 1/2, -3 is the same thing as 1/2 to the third, or sorry, not, not 1/2 to the third power. It's the same thing as 2 to the third power, right? So that's the same as 2 to the third power, which is 8, right? And we do the same thing with this. It's just going to be 2 squared, so that's 4. This is going to be 2 to the 1 power, which is 2, and then 2 to the 0 power, which is 1. And now you have 1/2, right? Because it's positive, so we're actually using the 1/2 to the 1 power, it's just 1/2. And then 1/4 to the second, or 1/2 to the second power, sorry, I spoke too soon, is 1/4, right? And so this is going to be kind of a classic example where we're going to have our asymptote right here going this way, okay? There we go. So you get this, and then you're going to get x is all real numbers, all right? And then our range is going to be anything greater than our asymptote, which is 0. All right. And so now let's put in our numbers. We got -3 goes up to 8, right? So we're going to put a number there. We got -2 and 4. And then we've got -1 and 2, which puts us there. Then we've got that nice where it's 1 above, right, where it crosses the y-axis. That's kind of like something I kind of clue in on. And then 1 and 1/2, so it's, halfway between these, and then 1/4 is getting closer, right? And so my line is going to kind of fall down this way. It's going to start curving, making a much more pronounced curve, and then it's going to go and kind of run right along there and flatten out. All right, so that is what your graph looks like. It should probably decay a little slower, but like I said, I'm doing this on a tablet, so they're a little problematic. All right, now for this one, we are going to use decimals, but before we use decimals, I want to see if I can figure some things out. All right, well, here's the first thing I know. First thing I know is that I'm pretty sure that this -5 is going to be an asymptote, right? So I'm going to go down here to where -5 is going to be y equals, so I didn't even go through the thing. Geez, be nice if I could actually get this pen to go where I think it's going. All right, so I'm going to come over here. We're going to go, it's going to come through here. That was much better. So we're going to go y is equal to -5, because I'm pretty sure about that, right? And now this is positive, so this thing's going to go up like this. And I have this weird thing here, this x plus 1, right? When I had x minus 2, it shifted everything over this way. When it was x minus 2, it shifted everything over 2 units. So I have a feeling that if I have x plus 1, it's probably going to shift everything over 1 unit, right? And so if this is my asymptote, right, if this were a parent function, this would be where it would cross, right? So if I'm going over 1, I have a feeling it's gonna be right here, and then we're gonna have something that's gonna look sort of like this, and then it's gonna grow redonkulously fast, right? Like really fast because of that 4. Okay, so that's my prediction. So we have 4 to the x plus 1 minus 5. So let's see how close I am to this. And one would hope that because I am a math teacher, I should be relatively close. But hey, man, I can be wrong and accept that. So let's see here. I got, oh, no, 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 no. All right. So we're going to go A to the B. We're going to grab our parentheses. We're going to go to x plus 1, put that in. And sure enough, it looks like it did shift it that way. And then we're going to put in our minus 5 and get rid of this and take a look. And yep, that looks pretty accurate, right? And it looks like, you know, here, that's where it went through there, and then up there. And I tried to show that. Let's see how close I got to it. Um, that's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It won't let me just go back to it. Yeah, and I got kind of close to it. It should have gone through right here, but we got close. So yeah, that's where we're after. We would label this as the points -1, -4. It's always good to like label some points just so you know. And then it goes through this point right here, which is the point 0, -1, right? And that's, you know, your 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It's you know, it's growing quickly. All right, so hope this is making sense to you guys. And all else fails, just look at Desmos and just put in what you see and try to get it kind of close. All right, so good luck, and we'll see you in the next